If you go up to any man right now and you ask him, yeah, how do you feel about Megan Thee Stallion? He's gonna say either, oh, I don't really care about her music, but she cool. Like, I don't really listen to her music, but she cool. That is very different than a man saying, fuck that bitch, free Tory. Whoa. How do we get there, sir? So in today's video, I think I want to break down how if a man hates Megan Thee Stallion to the fullest capacity, then 9 times out of 10, I think he hates your ass too. I don't know, maybe this is a reach, but I just feel like how a man feels about Megan Thee Stallion really says a lot about his character. Like, have y'all ever just been talking to a man in real life and Megan Thee Stallion just somehow get brought up? You know, she just somehow get brought up and you see a man snap. He turned into a whole different person. Like, whoa, what happened, homeboy? Like, what happened that's making you hate my girl so much? What did she do? What is she doing to these niggas? And I genuinely feel like it's because she is a confident ass woman and she intimidates these men. But let's get into the video. I think a lot of hatred towards Megan Thee Stallion really has nothing to do with Megan Thee Stallion. It has everything to do with men being intimidated by confident women. And not just any confident women. You a confident woman and you black? Oh, bitch, you done did it now. You done, like, men are genuine.
Oh wow, the TikTok audio is working all of a sudden for now, but yeah, it's working momentarily. All right, anyways, I'm gonna get into this. I'll try and keep this video kind of short. It's gonna be over 2 minutes. But yeah, so this whole Meg and Megan Thee Stallion and Clay situation. I said I wasn't gonna talk about it, but I'm gonna talk about it, and it's not to specifically fixate on Megan Thee Stallion and Clay. I know people are like, we don't want to talk about celebrities. Why are you all into their life? Nah. Y'all, it's online, okay? So unfortunately, when you post certain things online, people will have things to say about it, okay? There we go. Anyways, so I watched this YouTube video not too long ago, and I really liked this person's content. I'll slice the video in here. She was giving her own commentary on basically why a lot of men seem to hate Megan. You know,
people were, you know, talking about her looks, how she was a man, how this and that. Like, I don't know, I just feel like Megan Thee Stallion throughout her whole career,
that's what it is. A lot of men hate Megan, and ever since this whole scandal came out, they're all taking Clay's side. They're calling her a whore. Also, they've been called her a whore before this, by the way. There were even moments where they said she's a man, or she looked like a tranny, and just being real disrespectful, talking real crazy about this lady. And it's like, when you hear some of the things these dudes say, and when you see what this girl is about to get into in a second, it makes you think, like, some of these dudes, it's like, okay, if you think this about, you know, you think this about Megan and stuff, it's like, do you think this about all women? Because there are a lot of Megan Thee Stallions out there, y'all. They're just not they're not as mainstream. They're not online. But
I think a lot of hatred towards Megan Thee Stallion really has nothing to do with Megan Thee Stallion. It has everything to do with men being intimidated by confident women. And not just any confident women. You a confident woman and you black? Oh, bitch, you done did it now. You done like, men are genuinely haters. They hate her. These niggas gonna hate you, but they gonna love you at the same time, because I promise you, all the men who hate on Megan Thee Stallion, if they got 1 minute to be in her presence, they will probably fall to their knees and worship the ground that she walks on. But since they know they will probably never get that opportunity, the way that they talk about her is very concerning. I feel like there's a lot of reasons as to why men hate Megan Thee Stallion, and the number one for me has to be that she's so confident. But the number 2 is also that she's been in a lot of different relationships, and for some reason men get intimidated by women who've been in a lot of different relationships, even though they can walk around burning and itching and have 20 different bodies and 20 different baby mamas and 4 different kids with 20 different women. Like, that's just a normal for men these days. But if one woman doesn't have any kids and you just know her history, her relationship history, then all of a sudden she's just the scum of the earth. And I genuinely think men are intimidated by the fact that Megan has never got trapped and became somebody's baby mama. Like, you've never seen her pregnant with any of these men any of these men's babies. And one thing she's good for is leaving a relationship. When I tell you it's no cap in my girl rap, when she said you hoes love to stick around and get your heart broke, I'ma bounce on a nigga like booty cheeks, slide down on his dick like Lucy. You know what I mean? Okay, let's keep going. I got distracted, but you get what I'm saying? Like, when she said that, she was not lying, because she definitely does not stick around and get her heart broke. She bounced on a nigga like booty cheeks. And niggas do not like that. Like, niggas are very intimidated by confident women who can leave you the fuck alone. Like, niggas do not like when you can leave them alone. Like, speaking from experience, speaking from just being a woman in general, once you leave a man alone and you realize, like, there's other niggas. Like, it's always another nigga. And Megan Thee Stallion is literally a prime example of it's always gonna be another nigga out there. And niggas do not like that. Niggas do not like that she gets a new nigga and she's never had a baby by a nigga. And the fact that she's rich, black, beautiful, and just unapologetically herself really does do something to these men.
There are a lot of Megan Thee Stallions out there. So basically you're saying you don't like any of these other women either. It's like, and this lady is very confident. She's established, successful, all these things. And it seems like men say they want a confident woman until they get with one, I feel like. And I don't know if Clay just did not take her seriously, or he really couldn't give up being a hoe, or him, because apparently he didn't want to be monogamous. The whole thing is just very, I feel like it's a spit in her face. It's a spit in Megan's face. It makes me feel like, okay, no matter what you do for these men, they will find a way to backstab you and disrespect you if they can. And it's like, some dudes will learn and maybe they'll get it together, but some of y'all, it's like, I don't know about some of you. It's like, you literally have a reason to be, some of y'all just think of women like they're all the same, and I don't know what that is. I don't know if some lady broke your heart and you think that way, or whatever, ran around, you run around on them, whatever the fuck. It's just, the whole thing is very messed up. Also, it seems like a lot of these dudes are upset because a woman like Megan wouldn't really give them the time of day anyway. Or maybe she wouldn't give them the time of day. Maybe someone who looks just like Megan would, but she's not doing that. And it's like, and I think that's why a lot of these dudes are acting the way they are. It's like dudes are real quick to try and humble you when you're being confident. It's so confusing. But then when you're not, they don't respect you. So it's like, you don't get respected when you're confident. You don't get respected when you're unconfident. You do all these things. You try and cater to the man, be there to the man, and he still dogs you out. So it's like, this isn't just about this and that. This is a bigger thing. It's literally like, this sounds messed up because it shouldn't be like this, but it's almost, you really can't be too nice to people. You can't be too nice it doesn't matter, men, women, you cannot be too nice, because things like this happen. The true colors come out. Some of these dudes are very misogynistic. They have that one way of thinking. And yes, it was another video I reposted. It was earlier. It's something a little off topic. It was talking about just hypersexuality in the black community, how it's a lot of hypersexuality. Yes, it is. And yes, we can talk about how, okay, but do you see what Megan is doing and how she's like showing off her body? Okay, people have been showing, a lot of women before Megan have been doing this. And yes, is this a lot to deal with? Do some guys not want to see that? They don't want to see her shaking her ASS, or they think it's too much, or maybe some people are genuinely worried about little girls seeing that and emulating a Megan Thee Stallion. That could be a bigger issue, because yes, some little girls are being sexualized and all that stuff. This is a whole different topic. I could talk about how I remember a specific situation where this older man was trying to hit on this young high school girl. She was clearly a minor, like might have been 14, 15 years old. And I'm paying attention just to make sure, like, okay, is this dude about to do something? Like, what the hell? And I'm just like, keeping an eye out on the situation. But yeah, it turns out that guy does that all the time. He tries to hit on minors and talk to minors like he's picking up women at a bar. But that's a whole other issue. So I can see on that standpoint, maybe that's why some women don't, or some men and women don't like Megan Thee Stallion for those reasons. But as far as her just being confident in herself and being a success and all this stuff, I feel like there is some jealousy in there. And I think some women wish they probably wish they even looked like that. They wish their body looked like that they could show it off like that. You know what I mean? It's jealousy. It could be some jealousy and envy there. And yeah, when you do, it seems like you do have to be mean sometimes. Because when you're not mean, you get taken advantage of. And I think Megan is kind of showing like, okay, cool, bye, on to the next one. You're not about to be playing with me and disrespecting me. And a lot of dudes look at her and feel like, like I said, y'all, they trying to humble her. Well, you ain't even all that to be. Who are you to have standards? Who do you like? Why would Clay be loyal to you and all these things? Like it's very messed up and disrespectful. And then you realize when you listen to some men talk, a lot of you guys are it's very it's clownish. I'm sorry to say, but it's very some of y'all are clowns. Some. I'm gonna say some. I don't want to say all of you. That's not fair. But some of you are clowns. And despite whatever you think of Megan or any other woman that has standards that is like a Megan or maybe a little different that has different successes or standards, whatever the hell, right? You have to understand that yeah, they don't have to deal with you if they don't want to. They can be whoever the fuck they want to be. They are smart. They can be themselves. They can be the confidence might be loud or it might be a silent confidence, whichever one. Because of that, it's like it gets under a man's skin. They just can't stand it. They can't stand it. It's the strangest. It is the strangest thing I've seen. It's weird, but yeah, y'all, I do see when you have standards and stuff like that, it can spare you a lot of trouble. So yes, even though this didn't really help Megan here, she probably didn't think Clay would do this. But like I said, we don't know what's going on in their relationship, you guys. I just know there are a lot of situations like this. They're just not famous celebrities. So you have to think about that. What do you want your relationship to look like? And listen to how that man is talking and what he is saying out his mouth. Because depending on how this dude is operating, and if it doesn't improve, because I get it, not everybody wants to just cut it off immediately. You want to give chances. If it does not improve or anything, you will have to eventually, you're going to have to let that go because it's going to be a problem later down the road. So I think it's a good thing, especially this, like you're cheating, like what the hell? Like, you cheated on her? It's like, you know, and it's like I said, it's so many stories like this. It's so messed up. It's messed up. But yeah, that's why they say just have standards, be confident in yourself. When you do that, you will get under people's skin. People will be hating. They're like, ugh, like you're doing something right. I feel so. I think she will be okay, but I do think it's messed up. I hope she has somebody to talk to because she's dealing with a bunch of BS. Her parents aren't around. She's just trying to make some. She is making something of herself, but I think she's taking a break now. We don't know, but yeah, anybody who's dealt with this outside of this BS, this is celebrity stuff. But I just know this happens in real life. What those birds are fighting? Okay. But yeah, y'all, let me know if I missed anything, or I might elaborate a little bit more. I just don't like the climate of this. I think a lot of dudes are. Some of the things they are saying is kind of toxic and very alarming, and some of y'all need to pay attention and don't egg it on. And also, I'm gonna say this as well. Do some of you guys, and same thing with like with friends or anything like that. If there's like someone is popping out their mouth, talking ish, like talking shit, like really going in crazy, and it doesn't matter if it's a celebrity or not, and depending on who it's about or what they did, whatever. If it's kind of like excessive, it's like they should die, or they're talking about like this is what she gets, or people saying she deserves karma for what she did in her other relationships. I'm like, man, people are so ready to see this woman down, to see her suffer. It's just, if you're, just be careful. Listen to people when they say certain things, y'all, because it's like, don't co-sign it. Is all I'm saying. At least correct it if it's one of your friends. Hopefully, it's not a significant other. Please do not allow the, because it's still, to me, it's bullying. It's bullying. And also, I'm gonna talk about Clay for a second. Hold up. I left this out. I'm gonna talk about Clay for a second. Why the hell are y'all? All of a sudden, I remember when everyone was like worshiping their relationship, saying it was goals and oh yeah, they couples goals, this and that. But like now, when it comes out that we end up finding out he cheated on her, now everybody's saying he looks like the PBS logo and talking shit. It's like whatever. Yes, the whole situation's weird. Anyway, it's like the internet love you one day. Well, people love you one day, they don't love you the next day. It's like just haters. Wow. Anyways, yeah, I do think it's kind of crazy this happened because maybe people thought they would work out. You thought they would work out, and it just did not work out. So it is what it is. I'm just, what else I gotta say about this? I think it's really weird. That's the last thing. I just feel like I have so much to say because it's like some of these dudes, I think they're saying these things about Megan to make themselves feel better about their own bullshit that they do. Even though some of these dudes are hypocritical, like the girl said earlier in the video, some of these men are hypocritical as hell. They were hoes, like literally. Even I'm not gonna put his stuff out there. I'ma just say like some of these dudes was hoeing around, getting around, doing all this extra shit, but you want to penalize her for being, just stepping into her, you know, just accepting herself, being unapologetically herself, right? Whatever you think that is, whatever that means to any of you out there, it's just very. I do not like it. I don't like the hate. It's like y'all need help. Some of y'all need to go talk to a therapist on why you hate women so much, because I do see it. And I know people are gonna be like, "Girl," some people think they're getting this from online. I'm like, y'all, it's not online. Like, I can see it. It's like, oh, you are misogynistic. You really don't like women. And then, but if you had the chance to be with a woman like Meg or any of these other type of women you claim are too much or whatever, you would want that. You would want that. I feel like some of y'all just not, you're not equipped to deal with it. You're not equipped to deal with it, or I don't know, maybe this is like an ego thing. It's a weak ego. Your ego is bruised or something. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I don't get how she bruises her ego, but I guess she does. And what's crazy is, you see a woman like that, you mean to tell me you wouldn't try and go up and talk to her? Some of these women are getting wiped up, mind you. They're getting wiped up, so y'all can say whatever you want. They're getting wiped up, or they want to settle down. Y'all act like they want to be hoeing around or all this stuff just because she said it in songs. Like, unfortunately, the music industry promotes sex. It shouldn't, because it's not good for the youth to be taking in. Like I said, I touched on this a little bit in the middle part of the video. It's not good for the youth to be seeing this, because what I'm seeing now, it's a lot of men watching these videos, and whenever they see a pretty woman or a woman that's attractive, or they look a certain way, they're thick, whatever, slim, it don't even matter. If they're just pretty, they're attractive to them, they think it's okay to just start touching on them and all that. That is why some of this shit is bad. But as far as like, I'm gonna put that to the side for a second because I will get off topic, and this video is gonna be a little all over the place. Despite that, however, that does not mean you're disrespectful just because you see a woman with no clothes on and stuff like that. That's what she does. That's what she does. You can have a conversation. Cool. Some people just have a problem with lust. That's the thing. Cool. But I don't like the shaming, the judgment, and all that. I don't. And I think some of you women, any woman judging this, I think some women are just upset because they wish they could do something like that. And I feel like some women really do wish they could get away with doing things like this, but they just know they couldn't, or they're too scared to. Or I really think that's what it is. And like I said, some women wish they looked like a Meg Thee Stallion. They wish they could be that carefree whatever the hell. I think that's what it is, because it's about acceptance, and a lot of people want to be accepted, so they don't want to be. Maybe some people don't want to Megan Thee Stallion persona, and some do. I really like her. I like her music. Her music because some of it really is empowering. Like you really have to listen to the lyrics, y'all. Her music is empowering. Some of it, yes, it's about whoring around, having sex. Okay, you don't have to listen to all that type of stuff. She has different songs, and so do some of these other artists. It's just about talking, having a conversation with people, okay, and we can talk about what we can agree on and what we don't agree on. But like getting to the point where it's being disrespectful and you're shaming someone. Some of this means some of y'all have y'all own underlying issues, insecurities, and things like that you need to work on. Okay, but yeah, definitely. I will say, yeah, you can't. What's that song where she was like, "You don't want to be saved, don't save me." I don't know how the lyrics go. I really like that song. And then I think it's the songs where she's talking about taking people man and stuff. I really think people are upset because she probably has, and a lot of people feel like if she, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Some of these dudes, and y'all, yeah, some people insecure. It's insecurity, bro. You don't like it's intimidating. I feel like she just intimidates people. I swear, because I like y'all would just be stuttering. I'm like, oh my god, wow, like you be flustered, man or woman. And I remember this one lyric she said in the song, y'all. Megan was like, I can't tell if these women want to hate me or beat me or if they want to fuck me or something. Let me not curse. It was something like that, y'all. I was like, oh my god, Megan is going in. But yeah, I like her. I like her stuff. Do the dudes hating need to go on somewhere because they know if they had a chance, they would. They would, bro. They would. Yeah, please. And the woman that look like that, don't give them. It's like you can't. You can't be too nice. This is all this is telling me because being too nice and look what's gonna happen. It's gonna be some bullshit. And then I'm upset because did I say this? I said this. Oh yeah, I said this in another video. I was like, what you bring to the table does not matter. And I simply said that, and a bunch of people dragged the fuck out of me. They was like, who are you to be talking about this? Like, I guess people was trying to make it seem like I was unworthy to talk about that. But I don't care. In my opinion, I feel like what you bring to the table does not matter because look about. We'll use the celebrity thing as an example, but I've seen this with non-celebrities. You could do everything for a dude, and he still dog you out. He will still cheat. He will do what he does at the end of the day. Same thing with a man that he might be fabulous or rich or whatever. Even though I know with men it's a little bit different because yeah, it's like men pressure men into stepping up, and because y'all have that pressure, it's kind of like if you don't got it, yeah, most women may not want to take a chance on you unless you're attractive. That's a whole nother topic. Anyways, the point is if whenever it's a man that's rich or successful, like yeah, a woman will say she wants that and she'll still cheat on that man because she really didn't like him for real. She just liked his money. That's what I'm saying. Now, some of you just want to be a cold-hearted person and be a user. I can't tell you what to do, but if you want to do that, then that's you. Because that's what the society is about anyway. It's about using people. It's the user economy. Even if you're both doing your thing, it's still about using people. And it's kind of fucked up, but it's like, that's what it is. Unless you guys are both adding to each other, that's different, but it's messed up. But yeah, either way, I just feel like that doesn't it doesn't guarantee loyalty. It doesn't guarantee a person will be respectful to you. Okay, just because you bring something, it's like people you should be bringing something for yourself. Okay, I know I'm this is a lot. I said a mouthful, but I'm just that's it. It's just ridiculous.